Hello, dear explorer of wisdom. Your presence here is no coincidence. The universe has conspired to guide you to this very moment. Perhaps your heart is heavy with the hardships of seeking revenge, believing it to be the balm for your wounds. You've seen others tread this path, only to find themselves ensnared in deeper suffering, their souls bruised and battered. What if I told you that vengeance only deepens your pain and prolongs your agony? Join us as we delve into the profound wisdom of karma, revealing why revenge is never the solution and how each of our actions leaves a lasting imprint on our destiny. Through this journey, you will come to understand the intricate workings of karma imprints, how they shape your thoughts, behaviors, and life patterns. More importantly, you will discover the powerful ways to dissolve these imprints, freeing yourself from their chains. Embrace the transformative power of forgiveness, compassion, and selfless action. Break free from the relentless cycle of retribution and step onto the path toward true liberation and inner peace. Your journey toward healing and enlightenment begins here. In the vast expanse of existence, karma operates like an eternal rhythm, a ceaseless interplay of actions and their reverberations. Rooted deeply in ancient wisdom, karma is more than mere cause and effect. It is the fundamental law governing the cosmos, the delicate weave of the fabric of life. The mechanics of karma. Imagine a time when you did something kind for someone, perhaps helping a friend in need or volunteering your time for a good cause. Did you notice how it came back to you in unexpected ways? Maybe a stranger helped you when you needed it most, or a long-lost friend reconnected with you just when you were feeling alone. This is karma in action. Karma operates on 3 levels: the karma we accumulate from our past deeds, the karma that is ripe for experiencing in our current life, and the karma we are creating right now. Accumulated karma. This is the reservoir of all the actions you've performed in your past lives and your current life up to now. Think of it as a storage bank where every action, good or bad, is recorded. These accumulated actions create a blueprint for your life's journey, influencing the opportunities and challenges you face. Karma ripe for experiencing. From this vast reservoir, certain actions are selected to manifest in your current life. These are the events, situations, and relationships you encounter that seem beyond your control. They are like the fruits ready to be harvested from the seeds you've previously planted. Current karma. This is the karma you're generating right now with your present actions, thoughts, and intentions. It's the new seeds you are planting for your future experiences. This level of karma is crucial because it can alter the course of your accumulated karma and influence what becomes ripe for experiencing. Think of karma as a garden. The seeds you've planted in the past are the plants you see growing today, and the seeds you plant today will determine the garden you'll enjoy tomorrow. If you've planted seeds of kindness, patience, and generosity, you're likely to see these qualities flourish in your life. Conversely, seeds of anger, greed, and dishonesty will yield a more tumultuous experience. Karma imprints, mental and emotional traces. Have you ever felt an inexplicable attraction or aversion to someone you just met? Or found yourself repeating the same mistakes even though you know better? These are the mental and emotional imprints left by our past actions. Each action, thought, and intention leaves a trace, shaping our tendencies, behaviors, and character. These imprints, known as mental and emotional traces, are like footprints in the sand of our consciousness. They influence how we perceive the world and react to different situations. For instance, positive imprints, actions rooted in love, compassion, and honesty, leave behind positive imprints. These imprints shape a person's character to be more understanding, kind, and trustworthy. Over time, positive imprints accumulate, leading to a more peaceful and fulfilling life. Negative imprints. Conversely, actions driven by anger, deceit, and selfishness leave negative imprints. These create tendencies towards negative behaviors and attitudes such as mistrust, fear, and resentment. Negative imprints can perpetuate cycles of suffering and unhappiness. Consider a person who consistently lies. Over time, this person may become distrustful of others, assuming everyone else lies too. This distrust can lead to isolation and anxiety. Conversely, a person who practices honesty will likely develop trusting relationships and a sense of inner peace. These imprints, whether positive or negative, steer the course of our destiny. The problem with negative imprints. Negative imprints are particularly harmful because they perpetuate a cycle of suffering and entrapment. According to Vedic scriptures, holding on to anger, resentment, or the desire for revenge only deepens these negative imprints. For example, if someone wrongs you and you seek revenge, you're creating more negative karma. This keeps you locked in a cycle of retribution and suffering, preventing you from achieving inner peace and spiritual growth. The Vedic teachings emphasize that revenge does not resolve the negative karma imprints. Instead, it amplifies them. When you retaliate, you are not only perpetuating harm but also reinforcing negative tendencies within yourself. This leads to a vicious cycle where hurt begets more hurt and suffering is endlessly propagated. Consider how often you've seen people seek revenge, only to end up worse off. Their pursuit of retribution leaves them trapped in bitterness, unable to move forward. Revenge might seem like a path to justice, but it's a path that only deepens the wounds of both parties involved. Transcending negative imprints. The ancient wisdom advises us to break free from this cycle through forgiveness and compassion. By forgiving those who have wronged us, we can dissolve the negative imprints and pave the way for healing and liberation. This does not mean condoning harmful actions, but rather releasing the hold they have on our hearts and minds. Forgiveness. True forgiveness allows us to let go of resentment and anger. It is an act of liberation for ourselves, freeing us from the chains of negative karma. Compassion. Developing compassion towards others, even those who have hurt us, helps to counteract negative imprints. It fosters positive actions and thoughts, creating a more harmonious and peaceful existence. Self-reflection and meditation. These practices help us become aware of our negative imprints and understand their roots. Through self-reflection, we can identify the patterns that keep us trapped and work towards transforming them. Imagine leaving your story of revenge behind, shedding the burden of resentment, and sharing how you will strive to avoid the destructive path of vengeance. Embrace the transformative power of forgiveness, compassion, and selfless action. Break free from the relentless cycle of retribution and step onto the path toward true liberation and inner peace. Your journey toward healing and enlightenment begins here. The path to liberation. In the grand narrative of ancient wisdom, karma is not a sentence to be served, but a lesson to be learned. Reflect on moments when you felt compelled to act out of duty rather than desire. Perhaps you stayed late at work to help a colleague, even when you wanted to go home. By performing such actions selflessly and letting go of the desire for recognition or reward, you are practicing the path to liberation. Liberation or freedom from the cycle of karma is achieved by transcending the desires and attachments that bind us. This involves detachment from outcomes. One of the key teachings is to perform your duties without attachment to the results. This means doing your best in every situation without worrying about success or failure. When we act without attachment, we free ourselves from the anxiety and stress that often accompany our actions. Meditation and self-reflection. Regular meditation and self-reflection help us understand our motivations and purify our minds. Through these practices, we can identify and dissolve negative imprints and cultivate positive ones. Imagine if everyone acted without expecting anything in return. How would that change our world? Would there be more kindness, more understanding, and less conflict? By aligning our personal desires with the greater good, we transcend the binding effects of karma. As we navigate the currents of life, the wisdom of karma invites us to reflect on the nature of our actions and their imprints. Have you ever wondered why certain patterns keep repeating in your life? It encourages us to cultivate positive imprints through righteous living, to seek liberation through selfless service, and to embrace the eternal dance of karma with grace and understanding. For in the grand tapestry of existence, every thread we weave contributes to the divine masterpiece of our destiny.